Welcome back. And I want to ask you a question. How can your home styling choice promote good health? You know, you think about it, good health, home styling. Well, Faith Olajumoke Megwara, who is the creative lead at 10 Applause Interiors, is here to give us some tips, what we need to observe when styling our homes to promote good health. Welcome to the show, Faith.
Thank you very much.
I know that, we said this thing, when we were kids, we say cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yes.
So, but when you're talking about promoting good health in styling your home, is it just about cleanliness or are there some other things that we should consider?
Of course, there are many other things to consider, but it starts with cleanliness. But majorly, it can't be oversaid. The very first thing is to declutter. A lot of us hoard a lot of things and we keep it all around, which would in turn gather germs, different things, diseases and all. So the very first thing is to declutter. And we take off the old stuff, give it out, do anything. Just make sure everywhere is free.
But people have this sentimental attachment to everything. Old books, old shoes, old clothes. My mommy gave me this, grandma gave me that. I wore this when I was 16, things like that. So people don't want to throw stuff away. How do you begin to mentally disengage from these things so that you can get rid of them?
Okay, yeah, true. People like to keep stuff that have memories attached to them. So I won't entirely say you throw everything out. So sometimes what you could do is just find a place for it. Like know that, okay, I have this box where I keep some of these things, but not too much. Just a little bits of piece here and there. Just keep a little bit of it. Then the other ones, the other family members that can help you still keep the memory going. You can give it to somebody and then you run into them next and you're like, oh, this is from grandma, this is from auntie. So you can always have them pieces all around. You don't have to hoard everything in your own space.
In your own space, because that usually happens a lot with people and they just want to, they feel like they're going to need it. I might need it in a year or in 5 years. So the first thing to do is declutter.
Yes.
To get rid of old stuff or at least get them out of the way.
Yes.
Look for storage for them if you can. Or look, just throw it away. Sometimes you actually don't need it.
Yeah, true. Many times, especially women, we have attachment to that. Many times you keep these things and then you find out that, oh, like 5 years later, you've not even gone there. You do not even realize you still have them. So that's why it's always better to throw them away or give it out. Okay, but if you cannot, you can always find a space for it.
Yeah. So the styling itself now, different areas of the room or of the house, so you have, usually the living room is always perfect because, that's where people visit. But your room can be a mess.
Yes.
Your bedroom can be a mess. So what do you do in the area of decluttering your bedroom? Or just keeping things clean and healthy? Okay,
so in the bedroom, it is totally against the rule to have anything under your bed frame. There should be totally nothing there. Everywhere should be empty.
So nothing under the bed frame?
Nothing at all. That it has a way of getting back to you, to the way you sleep mentally. It has a way of getting, when something is underneath, it's more or less like it is blocking the air.
It's like a mental block.
Yes, that is supposed to go. So everything off. Then it is important to have everything. That's why we have wardrobes. Everything locked up. When you need it, open it and get it. Then keep it back. Just keep everything in place. You can have a piece of chair here and there, just a tiny piece. Everywhere should be totally free. Your bedroom should even come, I believe your bedroom should be freer than your living room. We don't know that because living room, we have lots of furniture, we have things here and there. But bedroom should be totally free. It helps with sleep.
So it helps with sleep when your bedroom is free, under the bed is clear. Try and keep things in the wardrobe if you can. Sometimes you just come back, you toss your jacket to one side, the tie to the other. But how do you make this like a habit or culture, ensuring that things are always clear? Because sometimes, you know how you say, I'm doing spring cleaning this weekend.
Yes.
And then you clean up everywhere and then it's nice, it smells nice, it's clean, you've decluttered. But 2 weeks later, it looks like you're back to square one. How do you maintain and ensure that you keep this culture going?
All right, so we'll go back to the step where you have to find a home for everything. If you know that, okay, I'd have to keep my jewelry, you get a small space. This is for my jewelry. So mentally, when you're back, you just know I'm going to this space to drop my jewelry. So this is a space for my shoes. When you're back, that's the first place you go to. You keep your shoes. It helps with time. you would move faster with things getting back, and then you would also be able to get them back with ease. If you have to use them again, you know this is where I keep it. When it's moved, you definitely know, oh, I didn't keep it there.
Yeah.
So it is important to have a space for everything. Create a home for everything.
I like all these things that you're saying, and it sounds easy until you live with somebody who starts driving you crazy. So if you, for instance, I hear a lot of women complain about their husbands tossing their singlet on one side,
True.
wet towel on the other side, and all of that. What do you do when you live with someone who makes life difficult in that area? You know, you're trying to declutter and they keep cluttering things up. What do you do in that instance?
Okay, yes, I think we all have them. We all have them. So, you know, it's important when you help them see that this is where you can keep this. Okay, I formed an habit, especially with my kids, because they're still little, to make sure that they have everywhere within their reach where they can keep things that they can get access to, things that they use often. So it is important. This is where you would keep some of your stuffs less in the wardrobe, because maybe naturally, since you know how to arrange your stuffs, you can always go and keep them in the wardrobe. You might have to create a room outside the wardrobe for ease of access to that person. So when the person sees that, okay, I can always hang this here, the person can always get back to it, and then with time, practice, then you have to still talk it over with the person. With time, the person will get an hang on it. Yes.
So so have a discussion with the person, try and see, make it easy.
Yes,
make
exactly.
it easier for the person instead
Yes,
of complaining and getting upset.
And then more importantly, I think we all have chairs, piece of furniture in our bedroom where we drop those clothes. It might help to take it out. Yes, remove the furniture.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the kitchen. You know, sometimes again, just like other areas of the house, you have all this old stuff, old plates, all this plates that you get from like burials with stickers on them and all of that, and you just pile them up, coolers and things like that. And sometimes when you open a store or a storage area, it just looks like there's too many things and stuff that you haven't used. What do you do with things like that?
Okay, so you could always give it out. You could always give it. A lot of people even do that these days. They re-gift something that's been given to them. So you can always give it out. Many times, it's just, you can declutter by selling it. You could even make money off it by selling it off. You don't have to hoard everything. Sometimes, because the kitchen is a very sensitive area, you shouldn't have a lot of things moving all around. You start having roaches and all of that. So make it free as much as you can. Then you have cabinets, you have wall units that you can have some of these things tossed in. Most important is to lock them up, storage, keep it up, keep it clean. Like you mentioned earlier, you should have time when you have spring cleaning, maybe once in 3 months. Some of all those utensils that you have not used or they are probably passed from generation to generation, take them out, clean them, dry them up. You can always take them back so that when you have functions, you can always go back to it.
I like that. Let's talk about storage options, because I think that's one of the challenges that people have when they think about, because when you say storage, people always think about the store. And sometimes even the store can be full.
Yes.
So storage options for the kitchen, storage options for maybe your bedroom, and then maybe for the house. For some people, they might say, okay, we'll put everything in the BQ because nobody lives there. Okay. But some others, we don't have a BQ. So what are the various storage options that people can consider for clothes and for different things like that?
Okay, I'll start with the bedroom. Bedroom, you have your wardrobe, and then you can have your boxes, maybe 1 or 2. You have storage boxes where you can always toss things in, but it stays locked. So you copy, toss it in, it stays locked. You have storage.
Like a box.
Like a box, yes. You have storage for clothes, which can always be, if you don't have space in your bathroom, you can always have it one side in your room just for your clothes. So you have storage like that are built for specific purposes like that.
For my clothes, I do. I have boxes. I have several boxes that are suitcases that are quite large that you can arrange clothes. Are those okay as well?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Then I go to the kitchen. I think your cabinet should just do in the kitchen. It is important that the kitchen is not overflogged, with a lot of junks. So your wall cabinets, your floating shelf, they should just do. If you need to have some more, or if you need some more, you can make more. If you have room, you can make some more wall units. Let them go off the floor. That's other than the regular kitchen
clearing
cabinet.
off the floor, ensure that the floor is clear.
Yes. Then the wall units, you take things up. So that should do. That's the storage that is okay. Then you have for your waste. You have waste bin storage. It is important to have waste storage that has a lid, that has a cover. Don't just pick anyone and throw things in.
Because all of these affect the health as well.
Yes, it does.
People keep like large waste bins in the kitchen. Is that appropriate, or should it be outside?
Well, I think it should be outside, but the thing with running a home is always what works best for you. Some people would argue that because of kids and the amount of things they have to take out. The most important thing is take out your trash every day, small, big, take it out. Make sure it doesn't stay the next night in that same space. So that's important. If you want to have big one, you have room for it and you can take it out that day, the next day, then that's fine.
So I love this conversation. I like the direction that it's going, and hopefully people are listening and they're saying, okay, so first thing I need to do is declutter. So ensure that I get rid of stuff that I don't need. I like what you said about regifting, because that's also an important thing.
Yes.
Sometimes you feel like, oh, this has sentimental value, but it's still brand new, so you can give it out.
Yes,
so
true.
That's a big area that people should consider in this day and age. So plates and other things, utensils that people have given to you, you can regift them. So it's okay to do that.
It's okay. It's very okay to do that. You can always give them out, and you are blessing somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in the bedroom, like you said, ensure that you keep things light, and you try and give away old clothes and stuff like that.
True. Try and give it out. It even gives space for you to get more, and then it helps with your laundry too. You don't have to have
I met
a lot
someone
of
who
stuff.
said that she used to be a size 8. Now she's a size 12, and she's hoping that she can wear her size 8 dresses back sometime in the future. What would you say to such a person?
Story of my life. I tried that. Truth is, when you're about to fit into that 8, even when you reduce, your zipper will get loosened, something will happen, accidents. Just to know that by the time you're back to, it's good, because you're keeping yourself motivated into losing the weight. But when you're there, you will get stuffs for that size at that time. Now that you're not there, like I mentioned earlier, you can even make money off it. People would sell it off and then you gain something from it. So it helps with your weight loss process. You can use it to help yourself.
Exactly. We didn't even talk about having a garage sale. So if you don't want if you're insisting on not giving away stuff for free, then you can even sell them.
Yes.
Open a store or something, put them on Instagram and say, look, I'm selling this dress.
Exactly, true. Very true.
That's also a good idea. So ensure that the bedroom is clear. Under the bed, that's one of the things that you said. Make sure that when you go under the bed, it's clean and clear so that you can have a good night's rest and not have all this clutter in the area. Yes. Very, very important. And then you said spring cleaning once every 3 months.
Yes, spring cleaning.
One of the things that we should also consider.
Yes.
We didn't talk too much about the living room because, like you said, there's already a lot of things there. Yes. But ensure that it's clean as well. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for everything that you've told us today. And of course, decluttering, one of the most important things.
Yeah, it's you could always still have, it's important to have a place that actually still smells nice. So even while after decluttering, you could still have, everything looking like you still have those old stuffs in there. Yeah. So once you're done with your spring cleaning, after decluttering, spring clean, once you're done, have planting here and there so that you can, it changes the air. And then you can have smell, home diffusers, especially the ones that are made from essential oil. They have a way of helping with a healthy environment because they're non-toxic. So that's it.
Wow, Faith, thank you so much for telling us all this. I'm sure that people are making changes this month of March. And we're going to be right back after this.